We've got a fabulous cocktail party to attend tonight in New York City, despite the fact that it is downpouring currently. So it's time to get glam, and I thought I would film my first official video of the holiday season, and it would give us a chance to catch up. I want to show you guys my go-to event makeup routine as of late, and just chat about whatever else. Also, yes, it is very much 2:30, but I'm having another coffee. The only reason it doesn't look like it's midnight in here right now is because I've broken out the softbox light. Kind of feeling like old school beauty YouTube right now. So let's start getting ready with my favorite part probably, which is the makeup. I've been using the Bobbi Brown Face Base Primer and absolutely loving it. I feel like my makeup just sits so nicely on top of this. Also, a lot of makeup artists who I follow on Instagram seem to swear by this as one of their favorite base primers. I'm actually gonna do something I haven't done in a while, which is do my eyes first. I got my makeup done recently for my friend Taylor's wedding, and anytime a professional does my makeup, I'm just reminded that like they do it in the right order. For some reason growing up, I was always thinking that you do your base and your face makeup first, but it actually is so much easier when you start with the eyes. Using the Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer, which you can use for both your lids and your under eyes. I'm not sure if you can tell in this lighting, but I'm wearing like a deep plum colored top and I have matching knit pants for it. I will show you when I fully do my outfit later, but I kind of want to play off of that with the eyes. This is one of the new Tower 28 eyeshadow sticks. I got the shade Whiskey during the Sephora sale. It's like a really beautiful, rich, shimmery brown. Bring you guys in a little closer here, and I'm actually going to take this with my finger and blend that way just because this is a really pigmented formula, which is not what I was expecting from Tower 28, but I'm really here for. And I'm just gonna blend it all over my lid because I feel like this gives me an easy smoky type of eye, but I'm literally just gonna use like this and an eyeliner. I totally don't even think I said where we're going. So tonight we're going to the Find Me Now holiday cocktail party. Find Me Now is a fashion brand, and someone from their agency reached out to me and invited me to this fabulous event, which is really exciting. And it's at a bar called Baby Sips on the Lower East Side. I've never been there, but I have seen it before online and it looks so cute in there. So I'm really excited to go and check it out and also get out of the apartment, even though it is quite literally downpouring today. It was actually supposed to snow, and I'm kind of mad it didn't because at least that would have been pretty. But I do believe the rain is going to let up at some point. Maybe not before I get there, but at some point. I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Liquid Eyeliner. This is a black liquid liner that I trust. Some of them just end up running out so easily, and I've had this one for a while and it hasn't let me down yet. It's very much like a medium weight liner too. You know, it's not too thick, not too thin. So I do really like that one. I have been really into brown eyeliner and brown mascara lately, not really for events, but like for every day. And I swear all of my brown ones dry out so quickly. I don't know what it is, but like basically every single one that I've tried. If you have any other recs for liquid eyeliners that you like, leave them in the comments, please. Okay, next I'm gonna fill in my brows. I'm gonna use this Pixie Natural Brow Duo, and I'm using the color Soft Black. I originally tried this in one of the brunette shades, but I actually like how the soft black looks better on me. And I like the texture of it a lot and how it fills the brows in. Okay, now for mascara. I kind of have a few favorites that I've been rotating between right now, but I am really liking the Too Faced Ribbon Wrapped Lash Mascara. For volume especially, I feel like it really gets every little lash. I always wipe the excess off the tube just so I can get like the cleanest swipe, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm excited to see who else is going tonight. As of right now, I don't know anyone else who is going to this, and one thing about me is because I grew up as an only child, I feel like I am just by nature extremely extroverted. Like I am always looking for other people to be around. Like I love being around people. I really feel like it energizes me to a certain point, but generally speaking, I get energized when I'm around people. And one of the things that I love most about living in Hoboken and getting to, you know, work in New York and go to so many events there is that I just get to meet so many people. So I love networking. Like I love going to things by myself. I love meeting new people. And usually when I go to events like this, especially, you know, fashion industry events or influencer events, I always try to, if I'm going by myself, like give myself a little goal for the event. I actually heard Mel Robbins talk about this on the Gals on the Go podcast, and I loved what she said, and I think I've kind of done it subconsciously in the past, you know, but now I feel like I do it a bit more consciously, like intentionally trying to do so. Personally, I like having a networking goal of meeting like 3 new people at an event, like connecting with them on Instagram or LinkedIn or your platform of choice. Do you want Instagram? I gotcha. You want TikTok? Let's connect there. You want LinkedIn? Even better. And I don't know, just everyone who is there wants to be there. You know, like they could have chosen to stay home on their couch and watch Stranger Things, but like they're out even when it's raining and they want to be there. So it's really easy to talk to people, I think. And when in doubt about like where to stand or what to do, I remember reading in Never Eat Alone that it's a good idea to stand by the bar because people are always going up, whether they're grabbing drinks, whether they're looking at the menu. And you know, usually the bar is like not right by the door when someone first walks in, so you're giving them a chance to kind of like settle into the room and all of that. Anyone else read like self-help or career books like that? I feel like I used to read almost all nonfiction, which was not fun really, but definitely helpful. And now, as you guys know, I read a lot more fiction. Okay, so I am now the proud owner of the House Labs foundation. It says shake well before use. I don't know if I've ever really noticed that before. And I have the shade 100 Light Neutral. I had my makeup done with this for Taylor's wedding, so I actually did ask the makeup artist what she used. She said she used House Labs, and I have just heard such good things about it. So I took it as my sign to purchase it, and I've been a very happy customer. And I've mostly been using this for more like events and when I'm gonna be photographed or when I'm gonna be on camera. But I do feel like it's pretty buildable as well. So I'm just gonna put a few like very tiny pumps, and I'm going to blend it with this It Cosmetics Airbrush spatula brush. And it's really amazing. Like I actually don't need a ton of it even, and I find that I am really bad at estimating like how much of a product I need, so I tend to over apply onto my face, and when I do that I just bring it down to my neck a little bit also to blend in that area so my face and neck aren't 2 different colors. But I just love how skin-like and pretty this is, and I don't feel like I need, you know, a master's degree in makeup application to apply it. Every once in a while I find products like that that are just like so much more complicated than you'd think they would be, and it's like for why? Why is it so hard? And I actually kind of underestimated there. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I did also dermaplane earlier, which you're really supposed to like let your skin breathe for a day before you apply makeup after dermaplaning, but I'm breaking that rule today. And so I'm a little bit more red than I normally would be as a result. So yeah, that's my bad. So once I've gone over the foundation with the brush, I feel like this really helps with like the distribution of it. But then to give it a bit more of a dewy finish, I do like to go over it with a damp beauty sponge. So I don't have anything on here right now. I just wet the sponge and squeezed it out completely, and I'm just dabbing over top what I already did to kind of buff it out and give it a little bit of that dewy finish and bring the product down my neck as well. Okay, again, I'm trying to train myself to do the makeup artist way. So my instinct is to grab a concealer next, but I'm gonna do my contour. So this is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Stick, and I have the shade Light. I guess I'm almost out of this. It's kind of hard to tell. I think I might be towards the end. I've had this for a long time though, so I'm not too mad about that. And I'm gonna blend this out with a brush too. I'm just gonna dampen it a little bit with some setting spray. So the reason I'm doing this first and then I'm gonna go over it with concealer is because I can then kind of use the concealer to clean up if I overdo the contour here, because my golden rule of makeup, I'm sure I've said this before on here, is always that you can always add more, but it's really hard to take away. So I always try to start with a little bit of amount of product and then add more when I need to. You saw me do that like 2 seconds ago with the foundation. And I stand by this rule, especially with contour, because like messy contour just bothers me. And I definitely have older photos of myself where I've looked back and been like, oh, I did not blend that right, or I brought it like way too far out, or the shade is not right. And you know, for me, that's something that we live and we learn over time. And you know, the whole point of the contour is you want to try to get it on the natural shadows of where the shadows would fall on your face. What time even is it? Okay, it's almost 3. I know it seems like I'm getting ready for this event crazy early, but I didn't want to do it in the pitch black so that you guys couldn't actually see what I'm doing. And I do think I'm gonna try to eat quickly before I leave, so that means I need to like make dinner way earlier because the event starts at 5:30, so I probably am gonna leave here no later than 4:30. So I already got all my other work done this morning. I had some edits for a brand partnership that I sent over. I had a call with an affiliate platform that I'm a part of. It was just like a call that I listened in on, didn't have to say anything. And I recorded an episode of the podcast earlier today too. Oh, by the way, this is the Tower 28 Serum Concealer. This is like a ride or die for me. I have repurchased many a time. I have a backup right behind me for when I run out of this one. So good, and I'm gonna blend out with the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Angled Concealer Brush. Yeah, so if you don't know, I have a podcast called Create and Consume, and I started it in May 2024, so I think I'm just about over 80 episodes now, and it's a weekly podcast. It comes out on Thursdays, and it's basically just about anything and everything related to being alive in this age of social media and digital content. So this morning I actually recorded an episode comparing and contrasting influencer marketing from 2015 to now in 2025. That was definitely a fun little trip down memory lane, but I've also done episodes about other stuff too. One of my most popular episodes is about the Met Gala and the history of the Met Gala. People also really seemed to like my summer favorites episode, which was just like a fun chatty episode talking about my favorite like makeup products. Oh, and because it's kind of like Vlogmas time, if any of you are visiting New York City this holiday season, I have a whole episode about like the Christmas guide to New York, what to do while you're here. So I will link that one in the description of this video in case you are headed this way and want to give it a listen. Okay, I feel like we are looking so good. It makes me feel so much more confident to have like this makeup routine nailed down so that I can just sit down and do it. I don't have to like wonder what I'm gonna put on my face. I feel like it just saves me time and gives me the added confidence boost of like, okay, I know my makeup looks good walking into a room, so why would all my interactions at this party not also be good? Now I could layer blush, but I kind of don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just gonna go in with a powder blush. This is the Tower 28 Get Set blush in the shade Samo Spritzer, and I actually have a whole video on my channel about these blushes, so I'll link it in the description if you want to see like all the shades and hear my extended thoughts on this product specifically. But yeah, I just really like this color. I feel like especially tonight it's kind of got almost like a mauvey or purpley undertone, so I feel like that'll pick up in my outfit really nicely. And yeah, I'm so excited to be going to this holiday party tonight and filming with you guys. So I didn't end up deciding to do an official Vlogmas this year. However, I do have a bunch of fun videos planned for December that I think you guys are really going to like. I also am pretty sure that I'm gonna end up doing a whole series that, to just give you like a little tease, will be the glow up series. Because I don't know about you, I feel like I'm like crawling towards the finish line at the end of this year. I feel like there are some goals that I didn't necessarily get accomplished this year, and I'm just like ready for a fresh start, but I want to go into 2026 feeling like my best, most put together, most sparkly self. So I was thinking about doing this glow up series and kind of packaging it in that way, but doing some of the videos that you guys have probably seen me do in December before. Like there'll be one about goal setting and making a vision board, maybe another one that's more about like fashion and beauty and confidence and that kind of thing. So I am really excited about that. I haven't really done a series on my channel in a while, and I feel like this is what I'm excited to create right now. So if you have any requests or ideas for the series, please leave them in the comments, and also be sure to subscribe and stick around so that you don't miss any of those videos when they come out. Okay, now this may be the most important step of the event makeup, to lock everything in and make sure that like we stay looking cute even when, you know, weather is happening or sweat is happening or crowded rooms with the heat turned up are happening. I am literally obsessed with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores translucent powder. So it is a loose powder, which I have not been on a loose powder in a minute, but this one changed my mind. Oh boy, and I'm usually a little messy with this. Also, I really need another powder puff. I just like got gifted this one and then I never bought like more of them. It's definitely time to swap this one out because it's been a minute. But basically I take a little on the powder puff and I go tap it anywhere that I put the concealer essentially, or anywhere that I'm worried about creasing. So I start out in my under eye area, and you'll see this is gonna look like way too bright. It's almost giving like 2016 baking, but not quite. I'm just not going in as heavy-handed as we did back in the day, for those of you who recall that. And then I always have this like one little line right here. If I wasn't so scared of needles, I would potentially look into the Botox, but you know what? My fear of needles trumps my vanity in this case. So lines it is, and I always do anywhere around my chin. This is where I tend to break out the most. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. And then I do just take any excess and go up the side slightly here, again, just to kind of help define that contour and keep everything looking neat. I used to do so many beauty videos on this channel, mostly product reviews, but like some tutorials and stuff like that. And I feel like I mix things in vlogs, but every once in a while I crave doing like a standalone get ready with me type video like this, or even just sharing tips that I learned from like interviewing makeup artists and dermatologists, which I am lucky enough to do for my job. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go in with a powder brush, nothing on it, and I'm gonna sweep away the excess powder that we don't need. And you guys, this setting powder is literally made with like silk particles. I swear, if you were to feel my skin right now, it feels like baby soft. I'm not even kidding. It is actually crazy. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Oh my God. I'm gonna not break my coffee and spill it all over the camera because I almost knocked it over. This one I have to hold kind of far away from my face, but here we go. And then you can fan out your face. Actually, or where's my mini fan? It's so funny, we've lived here for like 2 months now, but in some ways I still feel like we just moved in and I have so much to like unpack and do still. Look how cute this is, guys. It's from a brand called Fangirl, and it's a clip-on light for your phone, so you can also turn it on and use it as like a ring light. Then you can also use it to dry your makeup. I always forget I have this. This makes me feel like I should have my own product line at Sephora, like what I'm using, legit a fan. Help, how do I turn this off? That actually just took me a stupid amount of time to figure out how to turn this off. Oh, and I'm gonna do lips later, because like I think I said before, I'm gonna try to eat before I leave. Rain expected to stop in 16 minutes. That would be amazing if true, but I wanted to quickly style my outfit with you before we head out. So I'm wearing this matching set from Mango. It is a beautiful deep plum knit top with matching pants. It feels like I could be in sweatpants in all honesty. So I feel like that makes it the perfect thing to wear on a day where it is so rainy and dreary. For my boots, I'm just gonna wear these tried and true black leather boots from Loft. Originally, I thought I might try to style these with the red suede boots that I thrifted a few years ago in Atlanta and do almost like a monochrome thing, but I don't see how I could wear those boots without them getting destroyed. So this works too. And then I've got this black belt with gold hardware from Madewell that I'm pretty sure I got last year, but I think it is still available. I'll link anything that is still online just in case. Yeah, I feel like the belt makes this feel more pulled together, if you know what I mean. And for my bag, I'm just gonna use, again, tried and true black tweed purse from Lulu's with the gold hardware. It's obviously like Chanel inspired, you know? Okay, and real quick, I'm gonna do my lips. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Definer Liner in the shade Nude Honey. Another lip liner tip I've learned from a makeup artist is to make sure your lips are actually dry before you apply it so that it stays and it's not getting all smudged with like any kind of lip mask or moisturizing product. Okay, and then I'm doing the Lancome Lip Idol Butter Glow. It just says 21. I'll see if I can find the shade name. Just like a really pretty lip color. Okay, and to top it off, oh god, this is so sticky. I need to wipe this down before putting it in my purse, but I'm gonna do the CoverGirl Yummy Gloss in Sunset Skies. Yeah, Sunset Skies. Okay, I actually need to wipe this. Here's a look at my outfit. I know my setup's not the best right now, still getting settled in the home office here, but I think it's so cute. And obviously I'm wearing a giant coat on top of this, just in case of rain and cold. I asked if there was a coat check and the girl just said, no formal coat check, but there is a place to put coats inside. So good enough for me. Let's head out into the city. I'm gonna vlog on my G7X. Just got back from the event. That wine bar is so cute, and I loved all of the little like food displays and decor that they had in there. Very vibey and festive, and I got to talk to 4 new people who I'd never spoken to before, so that was really nice. And on my way out, they gave me this, so I thought we could open it together because I have no idea what it is. Oh my gosh, wait, I have heard of this brand. No, you know what? I got this from the Tastemaker gifting suite. It's this brand Banu. I don't know how to say it exactly, but this is a chamomile jelly cleanser. Sulfur spot treatment, also from the same brand. Ooh, replenishing lip filler, Ourself. I think I have to read up on this. I don't actually know what exactly this does. Got a little antimicrobial skin spray from Magic Molecule. This little brand Poppy and Pout Marshmallow Cream Lip Product. Oh, sweet. So I got some info about the brands here and this little card that says thank you for coming from the brand. So nicely put together in this little like pouch thing. This is so cute, and it was nice to not have to get a tote bag again at an event. I always have this joke that I'm like drowning in tote bags, and it's true. And this I was just able to like tuck under my arm on my way home. And you guys, it literally stopped raining basically right when I left, and the entire time I was there and on my walk home. So I was rewarded today. I was rewarded for not canceling plans and powering through the dreariness because it was not horrible while I was out and about. So thank you to Find Me Now for inviting me to your holiday party. Thank you guys for watching and spending the day with me. I hope you had fun getting ready with me for this little holiday soiree out in the city. Be sure to like and subscribe. I do have some fun videos planned for this month, like I mentioned earlier. Also, I still don't have access to this feature. YouTube, I would like access to the hype feature, please. If you can put me on the list for that, I would appreciate it. But if you see the hype button, hype this video. That does help smaller channels get discovered. If you've made it to this point in the video, leave the little wine glass emoji in the comments, since we just were at Baby Sips, which is a wine bar, to let me know that you made it to this point in the video so I can say thank you for watching to the end. And I will see you all in the next upload.